If you're white, you can't be racist. If you're black, you're racist.
Wait, do you mean the
I don't understand.
Let me deep this.
If you're white, you're racist.
Yeah,
You're gonna cut that.
Yeah.
You're racist. A white guy and a white guy and a black woman, or a black woman with a white. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. No, seriously, let's take time. Yes, I am currently studying law. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. Hey guys, it's your girl Sammie. You are watching Let's Talk Goals with Sammie on Legacy TV Dublin. Hi guys, welcome back. So we took a short break. Now we're gonna go straight into the next topic. Are you guys ready for this topic?
Yeah.
You haven't told us.
If you let us know, that would be great.
Okay, so I don't know. There's a saying, I don't know how I want to phrase this well because I don't want to come out wrong. There's a saying that if you're black, you can't be racist. But if you're white and you say a racial remark, you're racist. Right? A couple of friends that I know get upset when they see a white guy with a black woman or a black woman with a white guy. Right? So our next topic is interracial marriages.
Let's go.
So basically marriage that is interracial, whether white, black, Indian, colored, basically one that is not from your own. What do you guys think?
That's it.
Woo!
She's very headstrong here.
I'm also second.
Let's start with you first.
So, there's obviously not a problem with it. Love is love. If you're attracted to a certain person, that's calm. But what I've noticed, or what I feel is like, if you are going to, obviously, I'm going to speak on like black fellas, right? If you're going to date, I should say like a white girl, or any girl you're attracted to, that's calm. But why are you belittling a whole, like your own girl, your own people that are girls? You get me? Because I've noticed that a lot of these guys, I have guys that are, you know, my bros that are black and they date white girls, but they disrespect black girls. Like, don't need to do that. We don't need to know that. Okay, you're dating white. That's calm. They're your white girl. I support you with that.
This
But
is
do
great
not
because we have guys in here.
come for me. Don't disrespect us black girls. I could date a white guy, but I was thinking I won't disrespect black boys.
Twitter.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
So guys,
Stuff things you don't know about.
You don't know, you're just shy.
Okay.
Don't disrespect black girls. That's the whole
Yeah, what she said was really, really right. Because in this day and age, especially with the youths, they feel like, okay, since I have white girl, my white
I see Simo rolling her eyes because she's in an interracial relationship.
That's exactly the thing.
A white man's the best one.
You can be completely happy. Nobody's saying don't love a different race, but just have respect. Like, you know, there's so, especially like, have you ever walked through town and you see like a black guy with a white lady and they'll be holding the way they will hold there. Like, when I see you, they will just come. Like, what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, with me, I'm not holding her eyes.
It's just, you can see like, even though some people might say that, oh yeah, it's not very obvious. It's very subtle.
Yeah.
But if you open your eyes and you're looking at, you know, society, today there's so many interracial relationships, so many interracial kids, and it's fine. But just respect, you know, where you're coming from. Like nobody's saying don't go for it. Respect, like that's important.
And even, sorry, just on that, like you had said, I forget. But basically, with interracial relationships, like my mom is in an interracial relationship, and I'm mixed, so I wouldn't really be here without interracial relationships.
You wouldn't be here without a relationship.
Yeah.
Well, you can be honest, if you want to be honest.
Irish, actually. My granddad was Irish, and so was my great granddad. He moved to Zambia in like the 1920s.
Mad.
But it's just, I agree with you, love is love. And I think even with, you just have to go on Twitter and you'll see like some black guy tweeting, black women are trash. And I literally see these like every day. I literally, I do, and I'm not saying it's all black men, but I'm saying you can go on Twitter and you will find someone on there talking about black women are, you can just take off their wig. There was a hashtag that went around, hashtag pull off her wig.
Pull off her wig, it's true.
That's not right.
Pull off her wig and catch his hands. I'm sorry, like
It's
it's
just
really
unnecessary,
simple.
but I also think it's internalized. Like how you said, white people are racist, black people are not. I think we're all internalizing everything. Like, if we're in a culture where you're raised black is less, even black people internalize that, and you see that the way they treat other black people. If you see like the way a lighter skinned black person might treat a darker skinned black person, like we actually repeat it back to ourselves. Yeah. We're all products of ideology, right? And so we all discriminate against color. Even like we might be black and someone is Indian, but we'll say, oh, but I'm black because they're Indian. Like, and it's for sure. I think everyone can be discriminatory. Everyone has the potential, and we're all just absorbing this information. So you just have to be careful and respectful, to be honest.
Yeah. For me, something that I have faced. The thing that really pisses me off much, I'm not going to say it with black boys, the fact that I'm in a relationship with a white guy, and the fact that they're like, oh, yeah, you're with a white guy, so that doesn't matter. You know,
yeah,
it doesn't count.
They
say it doesn't count. I can't move to you.
He's not your boyfriend.
No, but
you can't have me serious. It's not serious. It's not serious. And it's just kind of like, bro, like.
That's so true because a lot of girls
respect,
say that as well. Like girls, let's say if there's a black guy that has a white girl,
Yes.
and then like, that doesn't count.
Exactly. I think I'm one of those girls.
Wow.
No, listen. If I like you and you with the white girl.
Hide your white girls.
She sticked out her tongue.
She sticked out her tongue, guys. She sticked out her tongue.
If I like you and you with the white girl.
She sticked out her tongue.
One thing I can actually always say is that, this is something in my opinion, some people might not agree with me with this, but people, like say teens, they go for, like probably like 15, 16, 17, 18 even, they go for white girls because they're an easier catch. That's just my, I agree, that's not, no, it's not even about being an easier catch. They go for white girls because they're an easier catch.
No, it's not even about finish. No,
Can I finish?
Yeah.
The fact that they'll go for white girls because they're an easier catch, then they go for black girls and they go, oh, they're too loud or they're too hood. At the end of the day, you're still gonna eventually marry a black girl. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, you know.
I think
you guys speak up.
Yeah, that's true.
First of all, I like to put this out there. I think there's nothing more beautiful than a black woman. I think there's nothing more beautiful than a black woman.
Shit! He should have had a wife.
Well, second thing, coming to that, obviously we think like you're white women and more. I think that's a very silly mindset to have on the real thing. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna lie. back in the day, let's say when we were younger, let's say we obviously we made some stupid mistakes, some silly remarks to black women that we degraded them. Obviously, I want to apologize on behalf of men, innit?
Not all men is trash.
But all I can say is that people who are in interracial relationships they're just the same as any other person. I don't see color when I see love. I just see you love someone, you love someone. But I will not lie that there is some people who have adding issues with it. Let's say now, I'm not picking on Toby here, but like the way you guys say, if I see a white guy, if I see a black guy with a white girl, like that's still my girl. Obviously, I can say if I see a black girl with a white guy, I could be like, obviously I wouldn't say but I don't know what it is. It's just that it goes with kind of like going with your own.
Yeah.
That people have this concept that obviously I know I'm almost gonna marry a black Nigerian girl. Obviously she doesn't have to be Nigerian. What? She doesn't have to be Nigerian, but like.
Husband, if you're not.
If you watch this job, please need to be in the description box.
Guys, I personally, I always say this. Like, I would rather come home and be like, do you get me? Like,
language being
please remove your shoes. Sorry, why am I removing my shoes?
I think
every African home, if I come to your house now and I see shoes there, I know, okay, remove your shoes. It's a natural instinct.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this on a personal base. Like, I would rather go with someone from my country because it's easier for communication, it's easier for culture. I'm recently adopting, like, I like Nigerian food, but making the food, the process of making the food, it does not smell good. But your food is good. I'm not listening.
She's right.
The food is
You realize
let me learn. You guys know this is true.
It's true.
If you make intestines, even in my culture, intestines do not smell good. They taste good. Do you get me? So imagine cooking that with someone who is not from your culture. It's hard to explain. Do you get me? So that's I was just.
Or even when music is playing and you're feeling the song,
you know,
and he can't even move like it.
That's
the name of the song.
To let you guys think about it, like it's not an attack against until like the comment I made earlier on. If I see a black girl, I don't do that. But I want you guys to think about it in that concept of keeping culture.
you do understand there's one thing you can consider as well as in adaptation to your culture. There's some white people who are actually willing to. I remember there's this YouTuber girl named like she's with some German guy or something like that. The person has adapted to her culture. Like they had a wedding in Nigeria. They went back to Nigeria, had the wedding and everything, and he was wearing the native everything. So he was eating their food, and if love exists strong, the person will actually understand you as a person as well as your culture. They would eat your food as well. And vice versa, the girl would do the same for the guy, so it's just a thing where adapting to your culture as knowing the person you love completely. So,
but I know what the viewers are probably thinking now, like, how can you move to Ireland and not want to date a white guy or not support?
I don't find Irish guys attractive.
Oh, you're Irish?
He's Croatian.
Oh, right.
See,
he's still white.
What you know? Going back to what you were saying, like in secondary school and stuff, like how the black guys only wanted to be with the white girls and not the black girls because they were loud, smelly. I don't know what stupid reason they were giving, but like obviously white, like that's why let's say black girls would feel some type of way when they see a black guy with a white girl, because you're going to secondary school and you're not getting attention from any boy. The black boys don't rate you, the white boys don't rate you, no one rates you. So no one's
your mom don't rate you.
Exactly. and then you're seeing like obviously a black guy with a white girl, and then like obviously some people will feel some type of way about that because of it. Like, so I understand like where some people are coming from. Obviously, love is love. Like if you love a white girl, go do you like whatever. But like I understand why some people would feel some type of way.
Yeah, and I think this just goes back to the conversation we had earlier about you just have to respect, like your preference is your preference, but it seems to be this culture of if you're not dating this girl, then she must be shit. She can't, you can't just not be dating her. You know what I mean? Like, just date your girl and live your lives and be happy in your coupledom. But it always has to be the comparativeness of it, like it doesn't even just have to be white girls. It could be like Asian girls are better, and it's like why do we have to? Because you don't see like it's not as common for women to go like, oh man, nothing like a black man. Like it doesn't even sound right.
Trust me, you come back.
I don't think it's as commonplace. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
I feel like
the culture of like categorizing who's the best or whatever, it's just not competitive like that.
I feel women are more competitive than when it comes to in dating or in general. I mean, women will look at the situation they're in and will adapt to what they say. They say, "Oh, you're dating. Well, why are you dating her?" Like, women naturally are very competitive.
When she's saying that it's not as commonplace, she's saying that we don't look at a certain race of men and think they're better.
Yes, we don't prioritize. We don't make hierarchies.
I disagree with that.
No, you can have your preference, but we're not like talking between. Like I haven't had a conversation with my girls where I'm like, man, white men are terrible. I don't have those conversations, and I haven't been in spaces my whole life. And I grew up in Africa where I had people going on about like this is the premium kind of guy today.
No, but no, even let's not lie.
Who he is. It's about like he has to have a job. Like you'd hear that more from
you
me.
hear that
from
more.
Exactly. Like he has to be that.
No, I disagree with that because I feel like let's say like 2-3 years later, it was like, oh, I want to like
the light. I was going to say that.
That was my next
point. Dark skin girls now.
Yes.
Exactly.
So are you going to leave what you believe in or what you hold onto? Like you said, you were married from your country. Would you leave that because of social media? Because Instagram is showing that mixed race kids are prettier. Being with the black girl is like dark skin melanin. You know.
It's
social media is driving us to be rageful.
With the adoration that you see online of mixed race kids, I had an interaction where I had met an American woman in a bar. And she volunteered this information to me freely. She was like, what pint am I going to get? I'm really like, I want to drink something Irish. And just really, so I just turned and I was like, you should get like cider. Because everyone gets Guinness. And she's like, oh, you're so great. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Are you mixed? Are you mixed with anything? You're so beautiful. Your features. And it just seemed like you're beautiful because you mixed with white. And then she told me she had actually adopted a mixed race girl. And was telling me her hair is curly but not hard to manage. She has a little button nose, her lips are full but not too full. And it's like black is beautiful when it's white. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
when there's a limit.
I think that's also just what I'm saying. Like we just all internalize it and project it onto our own people. You see even in the black community with the way some black people interact with each other, like just like no, I'm better than her.
Do you think that's the reason why most black women bleach? Because society
I don't know.
Do you know with bleaching? I feel like with bleaching, there's a really big trend. Like bleaching at the minute, like people say that it comes back and it goes like if you get me. At the minute, there's a lot like I can. If I bring out my Instagram for you, I have so many pages that are just they openly sell it and they see no because there's a trend that maybe like. I don't know, for, there's the dark-skinned women and whatever, then there's really light-skinned women, like, there's not the in-between.
Yeah.
Like, exactly, we don't need the Coca-Cola bodies, like the skin tone, Fanta, Fanta face, they don't want that anymore. It's either you're dark, your melanin is popping, or you're light-skinned.
No,
that's it.
Brown skin girls are winning.
Nobody's hashtag brown skin now. Or like realistically, like you would see like hashtag team light skin,
it's just lack of representation. It's not that they're not winning. It's just that the representation isn't there.
No, people are actually saying that there was one woman. She was like team dark skin. Not anti-team light skin. Light skins are the devil. I'm like, wow.
No, I feel like
That's so
I feel like a lot of them dark skin girls do that hashtag dark skin girls because of what happened in the past where they were not rated. But now they're coming to fashion. They're coming to.
I've noticed in these relationships, mostly in this interracial relationships, the girl is either light skinned or dark skinned.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yes.
No.
True.
I wouldn't say I'm like dark skin. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I think.
But it's a certain percentage.
No, but I
Yeah, I'm in the middle. Yeah.
I feel like I understand what you're saying because for me, I feel like just from what I'm seeing in my life, it's either you're not like kind of mixed, like she's either obviously mixed or she's black.
Yeah.
Like there's no
That's
ambiguous, like she might be mixed, she might, like I'm not seeing those interracial couples.
You might be mixed,
For me, I don't feel like I attract white guys. Like I could be out and someone a shade lighter than me will have white guys approaching her. Maybe it's just my interaction. Lighter or darker than me, but not like in the middle where it's ambiguous. That's what I'm saying. Like she's either obviously mixed or she's black. You view her as black. You know what I mean?
I feel like that whole light skin, dark skin, like come on, right? Are we not getting past that?
It's very present. It's alive.
It is.
Very alive.
It seems like I have, like Mishka, I've noticed that.
I haven't noticed that.
I've noticed that recently.
I thought brown skin girls were winning.
No, they are.
Black women are winning. I feel like hashtag black women are winning.
All girls are winning.
Yes.
I haven't heard from Danny.
I think we're going a bit off topic, talking about light skins, dark skins, like we're talking about
Interracial
relationships. Like so basically in traditional relationships it's really down to what you're looking for. Like if you care more about having a traditional wedding, what your family's gonna think, what your friends are gonna think, then stick to your own. But if you're the type of person that obviously we all live in Europe and things like that, like and you've adapted to the culture, like then you don't find a problem with it, then go with that. Like but then if you're in between, do whatever you want. If you like someone, like go for them, but you don't be like, oh, you're white.
We're talking about sorry to cut off there. We're talking about interracial racial relationships here. But I feel like before I would ever, obviously this is me personally, before I would ever step into what is this wrong with the word? Before I ever step into interracial relationship, I would actually much consider a intercultural relationship. Like I'm saying, like when I tell you that, like when I see like different cultures of like I say I'm Nigerian myself, but when I see Ghanaian culture, or when I see Congo, when I when I see like I'm like, oh, I actually would like, I'm seeing that this is how like, because you're the same as a white person seeing it, like I don't know anything about it, but I would much rather be immersed in it and take part in it and become a whole new person with this new person that's not from the same background as me, doesn't share the same food as me, doesn't eat the same music. Well, obviously everyone listens to Nigerian music.
You know,
Like, in relation to what he said about about the cultures, Nigerians or like any African culture, intercultures would see like as a white person would see it. It's Nigerians especially, like I'm Nigerian, but I have to be honest, they're very dominant. As in a Nigerian man, let me give an example. I've dated Yoruba men in the past, like Yoruba guys. Like I'm not even gonna do this. Yeah, I'm Igbo. I'm not even gonna say, oh yeah, Yoruba demons. There's some nice guys out there. Let me not lie. There's some nice Yoruba guys, but they're very dominant. Like as in, if it was a case for us to get married, I already know it's all gonna be their things. Like there's gonna be one tiny, ada in the corner, and that's it. Like, cause I feel like they hold so much, pride.
A lot.
That's kind of. I feel like that's the issue. That would be a big barrier, and different. They'll say, oh yeah, I'll try Ghanaian jollof rice every night. If they give you now, they're like, so are you really gonna serve me this? Like, they say this all like I'm open-minded to it, but the pride is so strong.
That's true. Because even me being Congolese, whenever I go to like obviously when you see Nigerian Congolese parents, it's just like hi, bonjour, like it's not proper like oh
yeah.
But like obviously when I go to Nigerian camps, or if I had like obviously if my man was Nigerian or whatever and I was greeting his mom, like I need to do that.
You need to bend
that.
And you feel pressured.
Yeah, and I feel pressured that
It can't be like
But that's understanding the culture. That's the thing with
I think-
understanding them. Like.
Yeah, like he calls them mom auntie.
Yeah.
That's just it.
I think intercultural relationships are more acceptable more than interracial relationships. Like it's easier for you to say, oh, I can marry a Ghanaian.
Canadian.
Sorry. We're doing it for her.
No, it's fine, Ghanaian.
Thank you guys for coming. I'll check it now. So Ghanaian, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're dating a Ghanaian girl, it's too wrong.
Ghanaian.
Yeah. Alright, so if you're dating a Congolese girl, and you're Nigerian, well, okay, my example doesn't leak now. Anyway, I was going to talk about the rice. Yeah, I was going to talk about the rice. Some people will say, oh, but it's still jollof rice.
No,
but
it's
there's
not.
that.
Sorry.
I'm Congolese and I'm telling you it's not.
Does that thing that it has to it,
It
right?
actually is.
But intercultural relationships are more acceptable,
Yeah.
to my opinion.
Can I ask her a question? I just want to ask her a question. If you were to have a wedding right now, right?
Okay.
With, say, Hausa man or Yoruba man, would you have your, the traditional, you go carry the palm wine, would you do that?
I would 100% do it, and I feel like if it wasn't like the guy has to understand that I'm sticking with my roots. I love the Yoruba culture. I love it. Like in weddings, I would like a big part of that, but I want my own culture too.
Exactly.
I don't want it to be the case where my people come and they're like, oh, it's just Yoruba music. Like have you the wedding party, for example? You saw that? You can see how the Yoruba were trying to dominate the whole wedding. But people were like, oh, let me do my own. But you can see the Yorubas, they've shown their way through, like you know.
Even if you go to parties, the Congolese parties,
You know, you'll be seeing actual and all of
you hear a
that.
little Fali Pupa, you hear a little,
Yeah.
you hear a little that, then it's just
It's
all
done.
Like,
Like,
they go on.
Well, it is Congolese, but
No, Congolese party is actually bad. Like, I swear to God, yeah.
They do bad.
I love to just a Congolese man. Just the way they do the waist thing, it's just wow. It's just they do that.
Bishop, you want to show us how you guys do your
No, the same with my man.
basically that's the bits and bobs on interracial relationships. Like I was saying, interracial relationships are kind of tricky. Intercultural relationships are more acceptable, but it also goes with how we're brought up. Yeah. So we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna come back with our final topic and we're gonna wrap it up. Right?